What you need to know about heart diseases and stroke and 5 surprising causes of heart disease. Heart disease is a name given to a spread of conditions that have an effect on the performance of the coronary heart. There are certain disturbances within the action of the coronary heart without any disorder in the organ. Maximum not unusual of these is palpitation. This can be because of emotional states, inclusive of fear, anger, pleasure, grief, or anxiety, or to sure drugs or poison such as may be located in tea, coffee, tobacco, or alcoholic beverages. As heart failure techniques, the real signs of the coronary heart disease appear. Shortness of breath on mild exertion is one of the first signs and symptoms. Misery and fullness after consuming are very common. Other early signs are weakness and lack of staying power, within the legs specifically, palpitation of the coronary heart with fullness inside the chest and a dry cough, dull ache and pain in the area of the liver and additionally over the heart. Swelling of the ankles can be one of the first signs and symptoms observed. It is also worse within the night and disappears for the duration of sleep. Weak spot increases till the patient finds himself totally exhausted at the slightest exertion. He is restless and sleepless. Everyone with acute coronary heart disease of any variety should be underneath the everyday care of a health practitioner, and all people with persistent coronary heart ailment ought to be seen frequently by a physician. A not unusual misconception about the heart is that after it is affected, there's the everlasting issue, with continual invalidism and early dying. Not anything is further from the reality. The rugged heart often makes an awesome healing within the path of time. Relaxation, each bodily and intellectual, is a valuable remedy. The affected person have to select meals in order to now not cause fuel and indigestion, and guard against emotional outbursts, especially anger. 1. Kinds of heart sicknesses. Crucial examples of coronary heart disorder encompass I. Angina, in which there may be terrible blood circulation to the heart. E. Coronary heart assault, in which there may be the loss of life of a part of the coronary heart muscle. E. Arrhythmia, wherein the price or rhythm of the heartbeat is extraordinary. IV. Atherosclerosis, in which the arteries harden. It's miles a construct up of cholesterol and different fat materials in the partitions of the arteries. Atherosclerosis is a progressive sickness and may expand in any artery within the frame. It is a common disorder of the arteries. V. Rheumatic, this turned into previously one of the maximum severe varieties of heart ailment of formative years and adolescence. This disorder entails harm to the entire coronary heart and its membranes. It is a hardship of rheumatic fever and generally happens after attacks of rheumatic fever. The occurrence of this circumstance has been greatly decreased through full-size use of antibiotics powerful in opposition to the streptococcal bacterium that reasons rheumatic fever. V. Myocarditis, it's the infection or degeneration of the heart muscle. This may be because of a hardship at some stage in or after various viral, bacterial or parasitic infectious diseases, which include polio, influenza, rubella, or rheumatic fever. This will be caused by several illnesses which include syphilis, goiter, endocarditis, or hypertension. It is able to be associated with dilation, enlargement due to the weakness of the coronary heart muscle, or with hypertrophy, overgrowth of the muscle tissues. 2. Realize the signs and symptoms of a heart assault. At some stage in a heart attack, guys frequently have these signs. I. Ache or soreness inside the center of the chest. E. Pain or soreness in different areas of the upper body, inclusive of the fingers, lower back, neck, jaw, or belly. E. Other symptoms, along with shortness of breath breaking out in a chilly sweat, nausea, or mild headedness. 3. The fundamentals of stroke. Stroke is the third main cause of dying for men. The stroke takes place when a part of the brain does now not get the blood it needs. Then, mind cells die. There are kinds of stroke. I. An ischemic, ischemic, stroke. This takes place while blood is blocked from attending to the mind. E. A hemorrhagic, hemorrhagic, stroke. This occurs while a blood vessel in the mind bursts and blood bleeds into the mind. A person may also have a mini-stroke. This happens whilst, for a brief time, much less blood than every day gets to the mind. You could have a few signs of a full stroke, or you can not be aware any symptoms at all. But its simplest lasts a few minutes as much as 24 hours. then you definitely are returned to everyday. Many humans do not even understand they have had it. However, a mini-stroke is a sign of a complete stroke to come, so it's crucial to know the symptoms of a stroke. 4. Recognize the signs of stroke. The signs of a stroke manifest all at once and are unique from the signs and symptoms of a heart attack. Search for these signs and symptoms. I. Weak spot or numbness on one aspect of your frame. E. Dizziness. E. Lack of balance. IV. Confusion. V. Trouble speaking or understanding speech. V. A headache. V. Nausea. V. Trouble strolling or seeing. Recollect. Even if you have a mini-stroke, you may have some of those symptoms. 5. 12 steps to a wholesome heart. I. Do now not smoke. It is no marvel that smoking hurts your coronary heart. So in case you smoke, attempt to stop. E. Get your LDL cholesterol examined. If it's miles excessive, above 200, speak on your health practitioner or nurse about dropping weight. If you are obese, and getting greater energetic, ask if there is the medication that can help. E. Know your blood pressure. Your coronary heart movements blood through your body. If it's far difficult to your heart to try this, your coronary heart works more difficult and your blood pressure will upward thrust. Have it checked to make sure you're on track. It is high, systolic above 139 and diastolic above 89. Talk in your doctor or nurse about the way to decrease it. IV. Get examined for diabetes. Diabetes can enhance your possibilities of getting heart ailment. When you have diabetes, maintain your blood sugar stages and take a look at. That is the excellent manner with the intention to deal with yourself and your coronary heart. V. Eat coronary heart wholesome meals, whole grain ingredients, veggies, and end result. Choose lean meats and low-fat cheese and dairy merchandise. Limit meals that have masses of saturated fats, like butter, whole milk, baked goods, ice cream, fatty meats and cheese. V. Maintain a wholesome weight. Being overweight or obese raises your danger for coronary heart disease. V. Consume much less salt. Choose meal salt. Use spices, herbs, lemon, and lime rather than salt. This is in reality important when you have excessive blood stress. V. Do now not drink too much of alcohol. Too much alcohol raises blood pressure and may boost your threat of stroke and different problems. X. Get moving. Get at the least 30 minutes of bodily interest on maximum days, if no longer all days of the week. X. Take your medication. In case your medical doctor has prescribed remedy to lower your blood strain or LDL cholesterol, take it precisely as you've been advised to take it. She. Take steps to treat your sleep troubles. If you snore loudly, we're instructed you forestall respiratory at instances when you sleep and are very sleepy in the course of the day, you could have sleep apnea. In case you do not treat it, it raises your chances of getting a heart assault or stroke. Communicate with your physician or nurse about treating this hassle. XC. Discover healthful approaches to address strain. Every now and then, human beings deal with stress by consuming, drinking too much alcohol, or smoking. These are all approaches that might hurt your coronary heart. Lower your pressure. Communicate to buddies, be bodily active, or meditate. 2. Heart ailment is known as a silent killer. Most of the time it strikes suddenly or is detected at deadly degrees. But, early discovery is the key. Besides the plain reasons of coronary heart ailment, there are additional factors you need to be careful for. Right here are 5 surprising reasons of heart ailment and a way to prevent it. Loneliness. At the same time as this sounds like a cliché, there is an actual truth to it. Based on research, the threat of coronary heart sicknesses can go up at least 30% because of despair and loneliness. Unintentional isolation and loneliness can cause undue stress, high blood stress and despair. When this takes place, positive brain chemicals additionally change, causing extra damage to your frame. It is vital to have a very good social support and to misery. Additionally, if you sense the onset of depression, it's first rate to immediately or trying to find professional assist. Everyday drinking. Ordinary alcohol intake cannot most effective bring about dependency and liver illness, but hardening of arteries as properly. Cholesterol level can increase as well. A contributing element in heart ailment. It's far okay to drink on occasion, and do drink fairly. Recurrent flu. In case you often have the flu, it is genuinely a purpose for concern, and it isn't simply the flu itself. Being a viral situation, a person stricken by the flu will have a critically reduced immune system. It is why a flu often comes with a cough, bloodless and other ailments. Alas, a weakened immune system may be at risk of heart disorder because the virus can get in the coronary heart valves and canals, which in flip will weaken the tissues. Lack of nutrition D. Nutrition D is a critical nutrient wished with the aid of the body. A loss of the stated nutrition has been acknowledged to purpose coronary heart illnesses in some human beings. The best element is that vitamin D is effortlessly obtainable from meals like oily fish, inexperienced leafy veggies, egg yolks, orange juice and soy milk. You may have yourself checked if the diet D deficiency is intense. The physician will in all likelihood provide supplements or diet D photographs. Food regimen drugs. Despite the fact that keeping a wholesome weight is crucial, how you do it's miles vast as well. Weight reduction plan pills, for example, can cause greater damage than desirable. A few diet tablets have chemicals that can weaken heart muscle tissue and block arteries and cause coronary heart illnesses. Cross the safer course. Workout and an excellent weight loss program. It's the longer way to shed pounds, however it is still the first rate. If you really need to take weight loss plan pills, seek advice from a medical doctor. At least a clinical practitioner can provide you with an informed desire and sound clinical recommendation. Stem cell therapy will renew and regenerate new cells that will totally cure any kind of diseases in the body. Please subscribe and share our YouTube channel for more on health-related topics.